Doug Manwaring, Condobolin, name of the property, in a partnership, DG and NJ Manwaring. Yeah, so we started breeding Aussie Whites about 2011. So our joining programs, what we generally do is we'll try and block join. So we'll join 1 or 2 or 3 mobs at a time. Any time of the year, we'll just do a couple of mobs and then we'll give the rams a little break sometimes, not all the time, and then join the next couple of mobs and just keep going around. Yeah, eating quality is pretty good. We hang a few up. Yeah, no, it's very good. So the polyester in these sheep makes it easy management-wise because you just join whenever you like. Yeah, so that allows you to run a few less rams because you can use the same rams over and over, which is pretty handy, yeah. Joining a maiden ewes anywhere from 7 to 12 months, just depending on the year and the mob and the season really, what size they are. But generally, we were joining it around that 7 months, but we moved it back to closer to 12 months, just so we don't get, try and get a smaller percentage that don't join because they're too small. With the block joining, you end up with 2 or 3 different age gaps in the one mob, so you end up with smaller ones. Grazing Aussie Whites on stubbles works really well. They convert very well. They do very well. So those sheep you just seen, they've been on stubble. They're still on stubble, which is, they haven't got much guts in it now. They're still doing all right, but yeah, they convert really well and they eat anything. Yeah, the feedback's been really good. Excellent, really. So we're selling our lambs from 5 to 6 months old, which usually produces us from 60 to 70 kilos, 50 to 60, 70 kilos, which is pretty good. Yeah, the uniformity of our lambs is very good now. There's not a lot of difference. Yeah, like they all look pretty much the same. Sometimes we sell our ewe lambs as breeders. At the moment, most people don't want to pay meat price for breeder ewes, so a lot of them are getting their heads chopped off, unfortunately. Aussie Whites in the yard, they run pretty well most of the time. Yeah, pretty easy to handle. Temperament's pretty good. They're gradually getting more doughier. Years ago we didn't need a dog, but these days you need to push them a bit, so it's pretty good. Yeah, a lot easier to handle in the yards, compared to like a Dorper or something like that. They're just a bit more user friendly. Yeah, sheep tend to mob. They tend to mob or flock up in the paddock most of the time. There's not a lot of feed around, they spread out. They'll spread, but most of the time they're in a flock. Weather conditions don't tend to worry them a lot. It gets pretty hot here and it gets pretty cold, but it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. The management benefits of no shearing and crutching and that sort of thing is just time. Time saving, which is time's money these days, and to tell you the truth, I don't know where we'd find time to do that these days. The Aussie Whites work well with the cropping program. They say grazing the stubbles, and because you haven't got a set lambing program at a certain time of the year, you can mix that through and with your cropping. It works really well. Yeah, they perform really well on anything really. I think they tend to do better on drier feed, but the thing about an Aussie White, he'll eat most things. They eat a lot, but they'll eat anything. With our ram selection, tend to go to shape first, a good back end on them. We're leaning more towards the cleaner rams these days, but it doesn't make a lot of difference whether they got a bit of cover on them or not. It doesn't seem to make much difference to the sheep at the end of the day. And size, good size animal. Definitely a lot more consistent. The breed type now, and getting more and more consistent as the Aussie White gets more pure, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's been pretty good.